Hello traders, welcome to today's video on Tuesday the 30th of January 2024. This is your Bitcoin update. Apologies if I sound a little bit bunged up, a little bit sniffly today. Your man here's got a cold again. Hopefully it's not going to be too long lasting and hopefully I'll be back to normal very soon. But yeah, I'll keep this very short so I'm not coughing and sneezing everywhere because it's a bit gross. So yeah. Anyway, Bitcoin, we have hit that essentially 44k target now. Okay, so we were looking at price coming back up into the point of control. And what we also see on spot is that it is this high volume node, which is essentially like a secondary point of control for this entire range that we've been in. So we were consolidating there yesterday at the midpoint of this range and the spot POC. And then we have seen, I was anticipating the price would continue higher. And we have now come up into that like 43,800 to 44k target, which was the target for, well, this long right here. So I have taken a lot of profit off of this now. You can see there's $400 and something remaining on that. This is the long that was taken on the challenge account during the trading room that we had last week. And yeah, it was a 0.3 Bitcoin position, and I've taken off more than half of it. Well, taken off 0.2 Bitcoin off of that. So there was a couple of little take profits that I've taken on that trade and just holding the rest to see what happens. I may consider hedging short, but I'm in no rush to do so. That trade itself has taken our challenge account well over 200, not 200, I wish, 200,000 from a $1,000 start. No, it's taken us well over 2,000. So yeah, happy with that. And we'll continue to, yeah, just trade, continue to trade, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so Bitcoin, a couple of useful things to note. So this is something that we actually spoke about in the trading room this morning. So our point of control was up here previously on Coinbase, right? It then shifted down, and this is what, how often do I say this, guys? When the POC shifts, price will repel. And that is what happened last week. So the POC shifted down, price had spent enough time consolidating, the POC shifted down, so we were left with two options. Either you come back up to test where the point of control was previously, or you come down to test into the value area low. And that's precisely what happened. And then I do see probably a similar situation happening here. I would imagine if price can consolidate around here, around about this 43,800 to 44k for a while, then we'll see that this developing POC will shift back up, and then we will see price either repel away from it, I'd say at that point possibly to make new highs, or we come back down to that value area low, and where that is will give us some nice confluence with a local golden pocket and a couple of NPOCs that have been left behind from this low down here. So a couple of scenarios, we're right in the middle of the range. So this is for me an area in which to take profit rather than to enter any new positions. However, I do see the potential for little scalp trades, of course, throughout the day in both directions. So we as a crew spoke about this on this morning's trading room. Okay, so price came down. All right, let's just show it on the 5 minute. All right, so we had that move up that took the liquidity at the highs. All right, so this being from these previous highs back from last Tuesday. Okay, price took those highs, came back in, filled the gap from this high volume candle. So you can see high volume candle breaking through, breaking out. This was just a little bit of maintenance on Woo overnight. So the gaps there, it didn't really cause anything crazy with price. And then what we saw was just quite a nice, we'd had this downtrend, and then that shifted, come back in, golden pocket, daily open, nice confluence, and then that's giving a move up. So I know a few guys in the crew caught this as a nice scalp long position and then closed that at VWAP. So for me, I do think that this can continue to go a little bit higher. What we are seeing as well is, if I just bring this up over here, we are getting quite a big increase in open interest this morning. This is across multiple exchanges, and what we had seen is that it's gone a little bit more flat now, but at least this morning and overnight, it was majority short positions opening. And I do think there are more shorts left to liquidate here. So we are getting people entering trades, open interest increasing on both sides. And that does lead us to the potential to go and squeeze more shorts out of this before any larger correction. We can see here again on the liquidation heat maps that we do have that big cluster, surprise, surprise, at 44K, which would be, for me, I think, give this like a nice, like, 3 drives push into resistance. So you have the first push, the second push, the third push potentially coming up today, which could then start to form these divergences. Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3. It's easier to show this on spot. And if we do this on, let's say, the 1 hour, bring this whole range into play, we've got the value area high up there. We've got an untapped weekly level up there. And what we will also likely be doing, haven't actually checked this, is there is probably the chance of getting some nice bearish divergences if there was to be another push up a little bit higher later on today, maybe. So not looking to jump into shorts anytime soon, but certainly looking to trade this in both directions. I'd say value area high is looking like a good point in which to target any possible shorts here. What we also have as you come up into that zone is you're approaching that golden pocket area, and there is also a weekly MPOC up here around about that 46K area. So we're in basically a very low volume area, and once price gets through that, it can very quickly go up towards the highs again. So you do have to bear that in mind. All right, this here is basically the range, right? Each of these outside of that, price can accelerate and get quite impulsive very quickly. So that's why if you are targeting short positions, you can be relatively okay up to around about that mid 44s. Beyond that, you've just got very low volume until you come up to that 46, 47K area. So it could lead to another squeeze higher. So yeah, just a bit of a waiting game today. I probably will be back to trading NASDAQ. So yesterday, I mean, I caught literally the exact low of the day. So I closed out that a little bit early because stats said that basically, well, it's just part of my rules. Okay, if initial balance low gets taken and I'm in a long, I'll close out around that initial balance high rather than risk giving back a lot of profits. And then was just able to scalp this range, stop trading for the day, and then miss this whole move later on in the day. But I did post a tweet about this on Twitter, obviously, about just how clean this was. As soon as you broke above the initial balance, you got that perfect back test of it, and then it was just expansion from that point. So really, really nice. You can check out my annotated tweet on that by going onto the Twitter and take a look over there. Other than that, nothing too much more to mention here. So I am going to wrap it up because if I keep talking, my throat's going to get even more sore and I'm going to just sound like shit. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. I will see you very soon. Might live stream later. Maybe not, depending on how I'm feeling. But certainly live streaming tomorrow for FOMC. And yeah, have a great day. See you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.